From Rams Head Center Stage at Maryland Live, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. It's often said that when a person with money meets a person with experience, the person with experience leaves with the money, and the person with the money leaves with the experience. Well, tonight's table is full of players with both money and experience, and it has made for some pretty amazing hands of poker so far. So let's get down to Rams Head Center Stage here at Maryland Live and see who's going to experience some new life lessons.
Phil's got to give Sean a coaching seminar on Ace Queen.
As day two rolls on, Sean Deeb is down $31,000 into this game. He's now put more money in his stack. My quick math tells me he's into this game now for $50,000, including the money he's got in front of him. And the rest of the players know that all of that money could be in the middle at the drop of a hat.
It's blind versus blind with the straddle, so it's obvious I can be anything. It's just
So sick.
total cooler.
Total cooler, bud.
Raised to
Happens.
300.
Really bad.
It's the sixth spot. Greg doesn't even know.
I thought,
Greg,
wow, should I not tell him?
we're only 280 blinds deep there, so
wasn't even gonna say
and blind
anything.
versus blind with a straddle, anything can
Oh,
happen.
that's like an auto. That's an auto.
Stone
What happened?
cooler.
He just went all in, open all in, shall be called.
Then they started talking about what a big laydown it was with King Jack, and I'm like, well, maybe these guys, they don't understand what a big laydown is, but maybe they have some money on the table for me.
We
here.
missed the action. Did Sean Deeb just open shove all in and then Matt called? 280 blinds deep.
He made it 300. I made it 900. He made it 2,400.
I made 17,000.
I made it 6,100, and then he made it 14,075.
In seat 7, this is Phil DiPaolo.
It was only 281 blinds, just to be exact, and a half. 281 and a half
That's
blinds.
not what happened, is it?
Yeah, that's what
They
happened.
went 12 bets.
He's like, doesn't believe it. That's what happened.
And Phil folded for 1.5 bets.
Yeah. Made right away, as sharp as he is, right after the hand,
he's
he goes,
got the aces.
we're still chopping, right? We got a half.
I look right at him.
1,500 more to the pot, and we go to the
Don't
turn.
forget, we're partners.
How much you up?
20?
That's a miss, so DiPaolo now in control of this hand.
So we're,
Yeah, 10 each.
well, I'm winner too.
Oh, you're winning, yeah, you're winning nicely too.
You only out of pocket 3,000 probably.
Oh yeah, you get.
Williamson folds.
I'll tell you one thing.
All good.
I'm glad Sean got the ace queen and not Helmuth. How much would I have made? Dude, I would only made like 300
You would've
against
just
Helmuth.
He would have raised, you would have re-raised.
It would have been over.
He would have stood up, turned around, and folded.
You complained about how bad he runs. Get ace queen versus
right.
ace king, and lost 300 and been over.
sick.
Even when you're in the blind, I know what you got.
He might have just open folded.
Small blind, open fold.
I mean, it's so awesome to make great calls, but I mean, when you got to sit here and just make laydowns, like I make great laydowns and be right, but you,
Right every time.
Even when you make calls, you're not right every time, but to be right every time when you make big laydowns isn't easy to do.
Wow, Dr. Phil, is that your hand?
My first hand there.
And Phil DiPaolo will not be able to walk away from Poker Night in America saying he didn't win at least one pot.
Robert, you have to tell us that hand, Robert.
Yeah, you looked at his hand, so you have to
Everybody
tell him.
look at my hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
you got to tell us one time.
Here's what happened.
Otherwise,
You
we're gonna
showed-
wait
you
20
you
minutes.
You showed the hand to Lane.
I did not
yeah,
show it
Lane
to
grabbed
Lane.
it.
Okay, well, you grabbed it after that.
Well, yeah, once he grabbed it.
What does Phil got? Phil, show us what you got this time.
Everybody two of them see it.
I wish people would look at my old cards.
It's
Jesus.
the same hand.
Only because you let two people look. If it was just one, I would be fine.
Ocho,
All right, the
ocho.
whole half of the table.
Actually, Phil, he doesn't have to show his hand. You just have to grab his hand. That's really the rule here.
Was it? Because we'll find out in 10 minutes anyways.
We find out in 20 minutes.
Now it's 10.
We haven't asked you yet,
In 2
Robert. I
minutes
think
we're
you have
gonna
to
find
share
out.
one.
Yeah, there's no more 30-minute delay. It's on 3-minute
I think
delay.
he had
so
like
we'll
two
find out
tens
right
anyway.
away.
Are there hold cards? I was told there's no hold cards.
Of course, yeah, it's on 3-minute delay.
He's full.
Of course he's full of
He's a doctor too, a doctor of bullshit.
It is on half an hour delay. This.
But they're not showing hold cards.
Dr. Phil, how you doing? I'm Dr.
Oh, they're not
BS.
showing hold cards?
Yeah, on the broadcast, not on the
That's my
live
personal.
stream.
Yeah, on the live stream. That's what
Oh, man.
I don't want to see anymore. I don't want you looking at my cards anymore.
Yeah,
Lynn,
I
ever.
agree.
I'll be a little bit mad if you do. Just so you
I
know.
agree with that.
You grabbed one free hand of mine already. It steamed me up. I
Yep.
told you not to grab a hand when after I showed you the eights and you announced everybody would fold that. I was a little bit steaming, so.
What are
At that point, I said, "Don't fold
what are
it."
you talking about?
When you grabbed my hand and looked at it.
Just now, yeah, that's the only thing I've done.
No, the other eights. Remember when you looked and then you all
He
you
showed
said,
it to
yeah,
me.
Yeah, and but then
That one I showed, but I
based
didn't
on
like
your
your
tell, I
No,
knew it was eights.
you wanted to see. You went like this, so I showed it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't
saying-
ever want to
I
see
just-
his hand again.
Listen.
He'll be
there's a
pissed if
penalty
he
in
wants
place.
to see his hand
If
again.
someone looks at someone else's hand without asking, they just pay
It's a penalty.
500.
What if you want to see someone else's hand?
It shouldn't happen.
Hold on a second.
No one should do it.
If somebody wants to see the hand,
It's not right.
like what Lane wanted
Like
to see
right
it,
now, I want to see his hand. So do I own? Because I actually wanted to see what he folded.
You could probably buy that information for 100.
You're missing.
Look at this. We got another little action thing here.
No, because you said you showed him the first eights because he wanted to see it.
So that was my fault. So so he's trying to charge me 100 because I wanted to just see his hand.
I didn't like when you looked at my hand. I really didn't like it.
That was a
When I
little bit out of
rearranged
line.
you. Yeah, because I
Well,
want
that's
you. I
fine.
want you to be stupid like everybody else and think I have nothing.
What was
And
it?
so if I pick up a bunch
showed
of
tens, he showed ace king.
Tens and ace king? Wow.
And Sean Deeb's hole
Oh
gets
my
a little bit deeper.
Sean, I cannot. How could you fold? Matt's
You
the guy
guys
who's
make fun
gonna-
of me every time I get it in, so.
You guys
start
embarrass him
folding.
into folding.
Yeah, but
me
Matt's the
time
guy
out.
who's going to give it all back to you.
So hold on,
King
let me
10
get this
and you
right.
get the whole
We
20.
embarrass you every time, so now you just mark 2 tens pre and think that's not going to be in? We're not going to give you.
See? Look at
Sean
this.
Deeb continues to pick up hands.
This is why you can't show Phil's
As
cards.
this time it's ace king, and he raises it to 800.
I can tell you right now, Sean doesn't want Williamson to call, but he wants Tom and Phil to call. I can guarantee it.
Why are you explaining this to the average?
Yeah, just because you're out of the hand now.
All in, he
Yeah,
said?
now that wasn't what he wanted.
That's
No.
not.
That was not what
He didn't want him to call. He probably didn't want him to go all in.
Deeb calls the all in.
Turn him over.
I pulled a shot.
Oh, wow, I got rewarded.
I pulled a shot.
I pulled a shot.
Hold on. I want to bet on Robert's hand. You're running so bad.
Wow.
I had 10-9 of diamonds.
You got
just
it.
for the
200?
record.
Well, I can't bet it at even. I would bet it at the odds.
10-9 of diamonds I had
Be
for
a
the
diamond on a
record.
turn.
He deserves to win the pot.
Open and straight.
I did.
Straight
I
draw
did.
for
10-9.
Got the ace of diamonds. Put up a diamond just for fun.
God, I flopped a straight.
That wasn't no
I'm
fun.
flush draw.
drawing.
Nice hand.
He had 10-9 of diamonds.
I had
10-9 of
3-4
diamonds.
diamonds.
Give him an ace.
3-4
or
diamonds?
something.
I had 3-4
Fireworks.
Nice.
Chop it
Yeah,
up.
I don't feel so bad.
Chop what up?
Just kidding.
So Sean Deeb is going to pick up 7,800 in the good this time around. We've got more Poker Night in America in just a moment.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America. Blinds are $25.50 as we get back to our cash game.
Oh, I better show that one. They want me to show.
He's so proud of his folds.
Oh, here we go.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
Here, Phil, here's 100.
Plenty of World Series of Poker bracelets at this table, WPT winners at this table, millions of dollars worth of tournament winnings, all seated at our felt tonight on Poker Night in America.
So games are pretty good there?
When I show up.
They're good all the time.
Which casino?
Parks.
Is that where
How
you're from?
far is it? Atlantic City is a little drive for you, right?
Hour and a half from me. Parks is 25 minutes from me.
25 minutes.
Philadelphia.
A set of deuces for Greg Mueller, but better news for Sean Deeb. It looks like his recovery program is getting a little stronger with a set of
2-4
sevens.
last Tuesday, but we played Badoogie, Super Stud, and
And
Badesi.
Lane Flack is stuck in the middle with top pair. And he's raising to 1,100.
They play a little bigger when Sean's in town. That's what I love when Sean comes to
Sean
town.
Deeb, I know, just really hasn't lost much in the last couple of years. But at the series,
Deeb thinks this over.
He never loses.
a cork kind of came out of the champagne a little bit at the series this year. He was a little bit off.
I actually had a good summer.
He's going to
still
raise to 2,500.
I killed it in the first week and a half, that's why. Playing Super Stud.
Not compared to his last summer, but he had a good
Yeah,
summer.
nothing will beat last summer.
Mueller can't believe his luck, although it's bad luck. He calls.
This is a good pot, boys.
What is going on here?
It's an action flop.
Yeah.
Mueller's first.
It's not funny.
not funny?
Midstream, he looks at his
Yeah,
cards.
I know.
It's so sick.
Midstream.
It's so weird. You might want to look at your cards before you actually decide what you're going to do.
I don't know.
That's a call, right?
No, he's trying to see the hand after.
I want to know what he has.
He wants to pay the hundy for the hand afterwards.
All in.
All in.
I call.
Sevens.
10-9.
I do it.
10-9.
What am I gonna do?
Deuces, yeah.
Wow.
Set over set.
Wow.
Set over set.
So you're winner now.
Sick.
I'm not yet.
Not yet.
Allowed.
I had to do stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't believe
I'm
it.
kidding. I don't remember what I had.
I made it straight.
And Sean Deeb scoops a $33,000 pot. This guy has more swings than a playground.
Are you winner right now?
No, I'm still down. He's
Can't
down
be
a
much.
lot.
Yeah, but you double through and you won.
I'm in for 50.
And even with those 2 monster pots that he has won, he's still down for the table.
You just won like 30 straight. No. 25. No, more than that.
Yeah, that's 20. Yeah, more than that.
So you got 410.
Yeah. Getting mad
That's
glance
100
hands
bucks.
here. 10.
Raise to 350.
And Sean Deeb right back at it. Just 2,300 in the middle pre-flop this time.
Has Sean Deeb ever lost in one of these cash games before, Matt? Like a televised cash game?
He's done pretty well.
Pretty
I mean,
good
he
record.
plays well though.
Little
He
spewy.
does play well, just a little spewy. That's really the line on Sean.
Being a little spewies can really benefit you in No Limit. Unless it's against you, Matt.
I mean, Sean and I have a lot of history. Lot of history.
I would rather have Sean's reputation than mine. Plays well, a little spewy. I'm lucky to not be broke. That's the difference.
Neither Flack or Deeb willing to blink on this hand. One more bet would probably do it from either player.
I think everybody in this game is well respected in our poker world.
Thank you.
As players.
Thank you, Phil. That's the best compliment I could have received since I've been at this table.
Well, I don't know you yet, but
Just err on the side of caution.
All right, Flack is going nowhere.
I bought your book. That should count for something, right?
River's another king. And action is on Deeb.
When are you going to Connecticut?
that was delayed, so
I was going to say you could go to Parks after that.
yeah. I might
He
do
just
that.
keeps the
Let me know.
pressure
Just text
going.
me when you're coming.
You win.
And once again, Sean Deeb, just when he gets things going in the right direction, takes another step back.
Laid Flack, ladies and gentlemen.
There is more Poker Night in America around the corner. DraftKings, the official fantasy sports site of Poker Night in America.
Did you have like ace jack? Yeah, right. You wouldn't have said that's good that fast with ace jack.
No, I would have known you had me beat all that fast.
Welcome back to Rams Head Center Stage here at Maryland Live. Normally a great place to see live music, but tonight you're watching some of the best poker players in the world on Poker Night in America.
Could have been part of the slow rolling in there.
It's always possible, but
That is a very good point. He's like, you got it, and then turn over two aces.
Raise to 250.
Seen that show before.
Not only is it a good group of guys and good players, also fun to play with. Right?
I agree. Legitimate
Although
group.
I've never heard Robert Williamson so quiet before.
It's hardly time to talk with this group.
Oh, that's no excuse.
You are quiet today.
A little bit.
Maybe he's just older and quieter. When he was younger, he was really talkative. But if I bet you
Pretty talkative still.
if we were playing PLO, he'd be the most talkative person at the table.
No,
I
that's a
bet.
good point. If it were PLO, he'd be talking every hand. That's true, right, Robert? You'd be
Enjoy
like,
my beer over here.
A flush draw for Lane Flack. Sean Deeb hits middle pair.
he's trying to stay quiet and focused and concentrated.
This looks familiar. Oh no, it doesn't.
17.
I was trying to focus too hard, Bill. It would be on my sixth beer.
So you
Let's
text.
see your Tabasco sauce. I know it's on you. Let me see.
Of course you know. You just thought I was happy to see you.
There it is. Let me see that Tabasco sauce. After this hand, let these guys
As I
play.
keep the label down. Yeah, don't show for the whole. I don't want any products. The last thing I need to do is get my Tabasco confiscated. That would suck.
what's the story here?
It's Costa Rica Tabasco. It's the best hot sauce around. I eat it on my food and my beer.
All right.
I love it. I carry wherever I travel. I carry a bottle a day. That's about what I go through. I'm probably about halfway through this.
All right.
So Phil, when you wind up going to Connecticut, let me know, call me, and then I'll set it up. He'll definitely come down.
How far is it?
It's only a couple hours for him.
How far is it from me, from Connecticut?
You know where Princeton is? We're half an hour from Princeton.
Roughly.
Flack betting is drawn both the flop and the turn. And Sean Deeb is riding it out with his pair of threes. Trying to weather the storm. The river is a king. Flack missed his flush. Will there be one more bet? Will there be one more call here on the river? 5,500 the bet from Flack.
Wow.
And a call. You've got to be kidding me.
Might be getting
Sick
sold.
call. No. Sick call. Jesus. Oh my
Holy
God.
God.
That is such a sick call.
And Matt Glantz has had a front row seat to the circus that has been Sean Deeb here at
Wow.
Maryland Live.
What the hell just happened?
He's already into this game for 50,000. So I guess he's thinking, well, what have I got to lose? I've only got more money to win. And here he goes, back at it with 8-9.
Robert, let me see that Tabasco sauce.
You can't do it on the table.
Yeah,
do it face
with
down.
minus the logo.
Hide
And
the logo.
obviously, we're a
Put it
little
face down.
we're a little smarter than you are. We're not going to show the.
Jesus.
We already declared he wasn't going to show it.
You're so defensive. All I said is don't show the logo.
You can get brutal.
He's serious.
See now.
You take it to
Robert
a new level on it.
Williamson carries. Now that would have been a good flop. Robert Williamson
7-9.
carries this around
Check, check.
with him everywhere he goes for his beer. It's made in Costa Rica. And since you and I party at the Derby every year, I know this.
Check,
It's true.
check.
Well, I tell you what, Tabasco's getting some good name recognition, though.
You know,
Seeing as it's not
McElwain
even
Family's
Tabasco.
actually offered me kind of a little bit of
Well,
a
that's
deal
not a
before.
brand that we just said it was from Costa Rica.
No, I know.
But you're called
Tabasco's
Tabasco when it's a brand.
It's not.
It's
right.
like Kleenex. It's just.
Yeah.
It's actually a province in Mexico.
I don't think you're supposed to promote Costa
Or an
Rica.
area.
This is
It might not be a
Maryland.
province, but it's an area.
Talk about Maryland only.
An area
Check.
in Mexico.
On the deuce
I
of
think I have
versus
an area
sevens
head
for
on. It's not Maryland.
2,000.
What's so sick is you could easily have a deuce here. Oh, yeah.
I have a 9.
It's good.
Got a little scared when you were worried about the deuce and nothing else.
Well, boys and girls, Sean Deeb is now up for the day. How does he do it?
Yeah, really, congratulations. He was down 31,000 when we started tonight's episode. In the game for 50,000, so he is now even.
So the name of this casino was just, the name of it is actually Live?
Maryland Live,
Oh.
with an exclamation point.
So that means you say at Maryland Live, right?
Live. It's Maryland Live.
Phil DiPaolo, who plays a lot here at Maryland Live. It's not quite as cool when I do it.
Doc's in.
Doc is in.
Uno, 75.
Raises to 175. He gets a call from Greg Mueller. Tom Schneider, who's been pretty quiet here tonight, will get involved.
They told me if I didn't play loose, they wouldn't invite me back.
Really?
He made it tight full of trips early. Might have been correct.
Either way, it'll look good if it was correct, right? I'll be like that genius out there, making the tight folds with.
To the maniac of the table.
That's right.
I don't know how you
Flush on
played it. I don't know
board.
how you won that hand from
Here
me.
comes the turn.
Because you didn't make a spade, jack, or 7. And I had a pair of 3s.
Greg Mueller still ahead with top pair.
From start to finish,
You don't know how I got on any.
I just don't know how I got there.
Not one street you would play the same as me? Is that what you're saying?
I'm already taking one off on the flop.
Okay.
Glance bets 450.
You don't like the turn card?
A call from Mueller.
It was raised, re-raised before the flop. I haven't.
Schneider looking for a straight on the river.
I understand the concept of why would I bet the river if I hit something. I mean, all that part's easy.
Much more.
Much more, huh?
What I know, nobody knows. Except for Matt Glantz. He knows everything I know.
Mueller in seat 1 bets 800.
So it was auto call.
Did you see how long it took me to call the river?
Auto call.
Tom Schneider missed, so he's going to try to win the pot by raising. He gets Glantz to fold. Will he get Mueller to fold? And he does.
What'd you show, King? Greggy, what'd you show?
King, yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna need a break. This game's went sideways. You're folding top pair. He's calling on bottom pair.
Yeah, something's weird. Cats are chasing dogs. What the hell? Carrots are eating the rabbits. What's going on here?
Very nice bluff there, Tom. After the break, we'll see who's added money to their stacks and who's added experience.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America, and here's where we end our play tonight on Poker Night. You've really got to hand it to Sean Deeb. Down 31,000 when we started the episode tonight, and now up 2,300, and he is in the game for 50,000. I've checked the records. That is the deepest anyone has ever gotten on Poker Night in America. You can experience more Poker Night online. Just log on to pokernight.com or find us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, where you can see complete episodes and unedited live streams. Also, be sure to check out our online store for Poker Night hats, shirts, hoodies, and more. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, I'm Chris Hansen. Poker Night in America is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online, and by DraftKings.
Wow. You got it.
Sick call. Jesus. Oh my God. How good is Sean Deeb? Wow. What the hell just happened?
One way or another, he's trying to get even here.
That is pretty sick.
I have a 9.
It's good.
Well, boys and girls, Sean Deeb is now up for the day.
What was the most you were stuck?
35 or so?
Half an hour ago, we stuck 35.
I mean, how does people, how do you get out? How do you win 35,000 bags?
Play every hand so long as you get rewarded.
Phil, how are you losing in this game?